All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the second year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they're able to come through with a slashing run.
Well, to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
70, Indy. 5.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And he fends him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the 1st quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 41-yard line. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And that's complete. It's Green here. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marcus Green, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw now. Brissett eluding the pressure right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up the first down with a nice throw.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he gets it to Funchess complete. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Play fake. Brissett. Going for it all. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
48 Mike. 48 Mike. Here we go.
On 2nd down, Brissett again. He's got it to Hilton. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's Hines. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? To throw is Brissett. The quick slant caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
You better be afraid of me. Shit. Go. Motion. Pop. Look. Pop. Head. Slam.
They'll run for it with Hines. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Now Leonard Fournette. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit, thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Washington on 3rd and short. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Margus Hunt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, 2nd quarter up in Minneapolis. The Broncos have taken the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Brissett. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. 1st down, Brissett. Funches has it complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. A 1st down throw for Brissett. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down. Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the red zone now, Brissett. A good throw here, finding Pascal. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. I got him. On me. Go. Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we don't like the 48.
Again, it's Brissett. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Vinatieri's kick is good. So a very tight 1st half. We had to break in a 1-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. He really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard, that's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the run, it's Fournette. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd and very short, Minshew. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 23. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 23. Now Fournette, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes.
Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out, and the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Gotta do better.
Brissett sets to throw it. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd.
48's Mike. Better bring it.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... He's got a man, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Zach Pascal, 89 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Set. 10 logo. Nice 50, nice 50. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Joker. Go team, spill. Hey, go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Jabal Sheard able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
It's second down.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, Minshew. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Looking long for Westbrook. And that is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
On 1st down, Hines. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Colts on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Brissett. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
A 59-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
To throw again on 2nd down. Minshew. A throw left side complete to his receiver, Westbrook. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter. As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Minshew. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 25-yard line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Minshew, 1st and 10. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. It's caught by Funchess. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They run with Hines. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And Pascal's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I put the word big in capital letters here. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Minshew throwing on third down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check 99.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now this time he'll look to throw. And this thing is blown up defensively. They will not get a throw-off on the trick play, and that'll go down as a sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. On play action, Brissett. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you can see them trying to recover. They've been worked out offensively. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Indianapolis, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.